slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some modestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million.
Be ready to adapt. Listen up, everyone makes mistakes. The key is to learn from them. Analyze your deaths. Figure out what went wrong. Was it bad positioning? Did you miss time and ability? Once you understand your errors, you can start to correct them. But it's not just about your own mistakes. Watch your opponents. Pay attention to their patterns and habits. What are their weaknesses? Exploit them. Did their jungler just show bottom? That's your cue to make a play. Learning from others is huge. Watch streams of high elo players, study their decision-making, learn from their builds and strategies. The more you learn, the better you'll become. Remember, League of Legends is constantly evolving. New champions, items, and patches are always coming out. You need to adapt to stay ahead of the curve. Never stop learning and experimenting. Let's be real, League can get toxic. Teammates might flame you. Don't let it get to you. Mute them if you have to. Your mental game is just as important as your mechanics. Stay focused on your own gameplay. Remember, you can't control your teammates. You can only control yourself. Focus on your own performance. Make the best plays you can. Sometimes that's all you can do. If things are going really south, try to be a calming presence. Encourage your team. A little positivity can go a long way. But don't waste time arguing in chat. It's a distraction. The best way to deal with toxicity is to rise above it. Let your gameplay do the talking. Prove them wrong by carrying the game. Nothing feels better than silencing a flamer with a victory screen. Knowing who to focus is crucial. In team fights, it's not always about getting the most kills. It's about taking down the biggest threats. Identify the enemy carries. These are the champions that deal the most damage. Early game, it might be their mid laner or ADC. Late game, it could be a fed hyper carry. Focus them down first. Eliminate their damage output, then clean up the rest of their team. Sometimes you need to prioritize tanks or supports. If their tank is disrupting your team, focus them. If their support is keeping their carries alive, take them out. Adapt your targeting based on the situation. Remember, communication is key. Let your team know who you're focusing. Use pings and chat to coordinate your attacks. Teamwork makes the dream work. Section 5. Champion knowledge, your ultimate weapon. You want to dominate the rift? You want to be the player everyone fears and respects? You gotta know your champions inside and out. And I mean really know them, not just their names or their looks. Their abilities, cooldowns, strengths, and weaknesses. This knowledge is power. Study champion abilities meticulously. Understand their range, damage, and effects. Know how each ability can turn the tide of battle. Know their cooldowns like the back of your hand. Timing is everything in League of Legends. This allows you to predict their moves and react accordingly. Anticipate their next step before they even make it. Mastering your own champion is one thing. It's the foundation of your gameplay. But you also need to know your opponents. Study their kits, their playstyles, and their tendencies. Identify their power spikes and weaknesses. Every champion has moments of strength and vulnerability. This allows you to exploit their vulnerabilities. Strike when they are at their weakest. Knowing your matchups is huge. Some champions counter others. Understand these matchups deeply. Pick champions that give you an advantage in lane. This can set the tone for the entire game, or at least know how to play from behind if you have to. Adaptability is key. Champion knowledge is constantly evolving. New champions are released. Balance changes happen. The meta shifts. Stay up to date on the latest patch notes. This keeps you ahead of the curve. Knowledge is your ultimate weapon on the Rift. Equip yourself with it, and victory will follow. Section 6, turning the tides, making epic comebacks. So, you're behind, it happens. But don't give up. League of Legends is all about making comebacks. It's not over until the Nexus explodes. First, identify why you're behind. Are you losing lane? Are you getting out-rotated? Once you know the problem, you can start to fix it. Look for opportunities to catch up. Can you steal an objective? Can you win a team fight? Sometimes all it takes is one good play to swing the momentum. Don't be afraid to take risks. If you're already behind, playing it safe won't cut it. You need to make aggressive moves. But choose your moments carefully. Don't throw the game away with reckless plays. Remember, a comeback is a team effort. Communicate with your team. Encourage them to stay positive. Together, you can turn the tides and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. Section 7. Never stop learning. The path to true mastery. Let's be real, mastering League is a journey. It's not something that happens overnight or even in a few weeks. It takes time, dedication, and a lot of practice. You have to be willing to put in the hours day after day to see real improvement. Don't get discouraged if you don't see results overnight. Every loss is a lesson, every mistake an opportunity to grow. Keep grinding, keep learning, and you'll get there. Celebrate the small victories along the way. They are stepping stones to your ultimate goal. One of the best ways to improve is to review your own gameplay. Record your games. This allows you to see your actions from a different perspective. Watch them back and analyze your mistakes. What were you thinking in that moment? What could you have done differently? What could you have done better? Take notes and make a plan to avoid those mistakes in the future. This helps you identify areas for improvement. It's a continuous cycle of learning and adapting. Experiment with different champions and roles. Each one offers unique challenges and learning opportunities. Don't be afraid to step outside your comfort zone. Trying new things can lead to unexpected breakthroughs. The more you play, the better you'll understand the game's nuances. You'll start to see patterns and develop strategies that work for you. And don't be afraid to ask for help. The gaming community is vast and full of people willing to share their knowledge. There are tons of resources available: guides, streams, coaching, communities. Use them to your advantage. Find what works for you and use it to your advantage. Everyone learns differently, so explore various methods. Remember, the learning never stops. The game is always evolving, and so should you. Even the best players in the world are constantly striving to improve. They never settle, and neither should you. Embrace the journey and enjoy the ride. The path to true mastery is long, but it's also incredibly rewarding. Every step forward is a testament to your hard work and dedication. Section 8. Dominate the Rift, your journey to every game won. So there you have it, my guide to dominating the Rift. Remember, it's all about crushing lane, learning from mistakes, staying focused, knowing your targets, mastering champions, making comebacks, and never stopping learning. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ninja, this is a lot to take in. And you're right, it is. But don't get overwhelmed. Take it one step at a time. Focus on improving one aspect of your gameplay at a time. The most important thing is to have fun. League of Legends is a game, after all. Enjoy the competition, the camaraderie, and the thrill of victory. And who knows, maybe one day, you'll be the one dominating my stream. So get out there, summoners. The Rift awaits. Go make me proud.